Alright, Alico 3. Today's video will focus on an SGC bulk order. We're looking at 225 to 250. Door to door was probably like a week, so crazy fast turnaround. Grading's accurate. Can't really ask for more from SGC at this point. So let's sift through. We'll start off with some football here. O2 Fleer Peppers 9.5. So a card that's probably hasn't been graded much at all. Urlacher MVP. Cards with the white border. I always think they look nice in the tuck. So classic Topps baseball, football. That's stuff that you'll see me grade a lot. Even like old Donruss cards look good. Gold script Terrell Davis. He is a Hall of Famer. Does he deserve to be a Hall of Famer? I don't think so. He didn't put up enough numbers, even though he's got the 2 Super Bowls. Vince Young. So 06 Topps Chrome. That is a rookie. Ed Reed. That's star rookie. These are tough pulls, actually. You get 6 star rookies per box. 1 in 4 odds. 24 packs. Pretty big subset of star rookies. It's probably about 50. So to pull an Ed Reed or a Peppers, you probably need like a whole case or half a case. Bowman Chrome Vince Young. So second year Bowman Chrome Vince Young. That one is a 9.5. It's got some good shine. This is a new camera. It's a new iPhone. I'm still kind of getting used to it. 83 Donruss Tony Gwynn. I'd say about a $40 card, but you pick these up raw for around 10. So you almost need to get a 9 to make it worthwhile if you're looking at profit loss of every card. I don't really do that with my orders though. It seems like too much work, and you can't find market data on a lot of the cards I grade. Rogers score 9.5. His stuff's cooled off, obviously. Ricky Williams refractor, that's a 9.5. That's a great shine. I would imagine 2 to 3 of these per hobby box. Maurice Claret. So 2005 Spa. I don't know, I just laugh sometimes when I see the cards that I send in. But that is the Spa Gold, and there is history behind Claret trying to challenge the NFL's 3 years out of high school rule, which did not work out for him and Mike Williams. And there is a Mike Williams or 2 in this order. Diamond Kings 94. This is just a nice classic set. And probably got this off ComC for a few bucks, but it looked good. Sent it in. Tony Gwynn, 83 Fleer. These are fun to buy raw. I typically spend 10 to 15 on these raw, but there's some major sifting to find one that I think is even worth trying to buy. There's so many beat up copies and off-centered ones. Finest 2007 Calvin Johnson. That one looks good. It's got the red contrast with the black tux, so 10 on that one. Tony Gwynn, Diamond King, same set as the Griffey. I think you get about maybe 3 to 5 of these per hobby box. Not sure on that. Here's the Claret we were talking about. Claret Ultimate Collection. Kamara 9.5. That is the SP, the horizontal version in a 9.5. Typically you got white around here somewhere. This has slight. So great copy. Bowman 04 Brady in a 10. And hopefully the audio is okay. I've had a bad cold, so hopefully I'm not breathing too heavy in this one like the last one. I think I was sick the last time I filmed too. So sorry about that in advance. Topps Chrome Red 259 Vic. These are actually uncirculated. I think they're at the top of the hobby box in like that little Topps with that top sticker on them. But Vic Red, so I guess you could say color match. Marshawn Lynch. So we saw the Calvin. Here's the Lynch in a 10. That's gold. 11 finest gold. 9.5. Okay, Fleer update from a box set. Bo Jackson. I mean, the pop's got to be low on this. This is a car that I bet I saw it for like $40. There's a lot of Bo Jackson collectors out there, and I don't know. It's a cool Bo. It's kind of towards the end of his baseball career. He wasn't the same player after the hip injury though in baseball, obviously. Mariano. So the Target ad rookie. Yeah, I should have just picked a different photo. Not to complain about that every order, but it's just not a good looking card. Edrin Contenders SSD. And the SSD is the type of foil or something. Somebody told me that on one of my old videos, and I don't even know if that's true, but that's what he told me. And I've just been kind of going with that for the last 5 years. Pros and Prospects, Dane, signature piece. This one's not numbered, but it does have, I think that's game used college. Yeah, game worn college 2-color jersey there with an on-card auto, and that's a rookie. So Ron Dane, the 1999 Heisman Trophy winner, and he did lead the NCAA in rushing for a while. Here's a Culpepper. That one's out of 100. So there's a lot of older football cards. It's kind of the stuff I've been buying during prep. I think this order was prepped. Let's see, sent off second week in November. Prepped probably mostly in October. So Tomlinson Tops. That is the flagship, and that's a nice clean 9.5. Here's Score. These are so tough to grade. If you guys ever come across 2001 Score rookies, I've tried to grade Breeze and Vic. I think I got a 9 on the Breeze. This is the best grade I've ever gotten. So Vic 9.5. Here's an MVP Vic and a 9.5. Not much value here. This set is very comparable to like Score. This is Fleer Tradition base. There is a glossy with a glossy finish, and it's numbered to 2001. So just a card that it looks centered, and most of the time these are off centered. I've dealt with these cards often, so I can kind of notice that. Pepper's Score. So this set is really not tough. They're typically centered pretty much 50-50 all around. It's just these bottom corners get chipped. So this one's pretty clean. So a 10 on Peppers. And Deuce McAllister. He had a few good years with the Saints. And these 2001 Upper Deck Ovation World Premier cards have a nice look to them. They got numbering there, and they're on card. So Deuce, probably put that in the store. I mean, probably put at least 70% of these in the store. Mike Williams, Ultimate Collection. This is probably a $25 card, I would guess. I think I bought it raw for $5. So I couldn't help myself because it looked so clean. I had to send it. Finest Red Vic, so 2013 Topps Finest to 50. That's a nice one. Peppers Topps Chrome. I think these go for close to 100, maybe slightly less. It's got a dimple. It's a little off center. It's probably accurately graded. Still a nice copy though. Exquisite Collection Deshaun. That one's out of 199. So a 9 on anything exquisite is a very good grade. So nice patch there too. He just retired a couple months ago. So Deshaun Jackson, rookie there. Ricky, I think we already saw this card, or not this exact card, but this refractor from Ricky. Peppers Tops. So always trying to buy raw Peppers and read O2 Topps flagships and send them in. This was a great copy. I think I had it marked as a 9.5. So there's definitely a place for the 9.5 grade. I think SGC's got the scale, the best scale. I think PSA's scale is just stuck in 1991 when they started it, really. I know when they started it, they didn't have half grades, and they added that in, I think, maybe 2010s or around that time. But there's definitely a place for a card that's in between a 9 and a 10. Here's Steve Young, top straighted box set. And private signings, Moss. This one had the chipping there. I think it got a PSA 8, but I just thought the front was so clean without any, the corners are so sharp that I snapped it and sent it. Let's do a hockey card. I don't know. There's a couple hockey cards in here. Mario Lemieux. This one, I didn't do that good. 86 tops, a rookie, and a 7. It's got good centering, though. I don't know. It just didn't do well. It's not terrible, though. So, Mario Lemieux. Maybe I'll put that in auction or something. Somebody will pick it up cheap. This one, cards like this, I'm expecting a 9.5 or a 10 on to make it worthwhile. So Ricky, this one definitely underachieved in a 9. But Donruss Ricky, I'll still probably sell that for $15 or so. Just don't do auction. Put it in fixed price and wait. Bowman Chrome Beltray 8.5. So this one did not do great either. There's probably 10 or 15 cards that graded a little lower than I thought, but that's the way it goes. Maddox Bowman, this is kind of along the same lines. I always tilt these upside down, and then I'll tilt this way to look at the top to bottom centering. And typically they come fresh and clean from the factory set. So factory set's definitely better than packs if you're looking to do junk wax. This is Fleer blacked out. This is what I thought was great copy. Just looks, the centering looks awesome. So Randy, that's a $5-10 card, I would guess. Here's a cool Puckett, 89 tops Puckett. Just got great centering. I don't know, these older cards look cool in the tux. Like this Sandberg from a factory set. I buy the 86 Donruss sets because it's got Canseco and Crime Dog, but there's a ton of Hall of Famers to have at too. So there's Sandberg at a 9.5. Then a random platinum medallion, Culpepper platinum medallion from 2000 Ultra. So that would be a second year Culpepper card. We've got Skybox Dominion, Tom Brady in an 8.5. With Giovanni Carmazzi, who was drafted ahead of him. Here's a random card. Braylon Edwards and Mike Williams. I actually thought this was a 10 when I sent it in, but I got a 9. So two great college receivers. The pros, they both had. Braylon had a couple years where he was Pro Bowl. Mike I think he had 1,000-yard season, but still good college players. Here's the Moss uncirculated red 259. I think we saw the Vic like this. And Cedric Benson ultimate, which this one definitely underachieved. 8.5 there with the Benson. So not terrible, but not really what you're looking for because it's not cheap to grade. Back in the day, I would send cards in for like $5.50. Yeah, I think when I first started doing like 300 card, 500 card bulks with PSA, it'd be about $5.50 and or $6, and then they would raise it to $6.50, and I'd be like, "Hey, what happened?" But now it's a totally different landscape. Stadium Club Moss got a 10. Silver holofoil. Yeah, my first bulk with PSA was February 2010, so about 14 years ago. Here's Forte. That's out of 75. Actually, I think it was. I honestly can't remember. It was sometime around then. Topps Chrome, Yao Ming. That's the Chinese version. So if you look at the back, it's got all that going on. Yeah, the first bulk I ever did, I think, was with Beckett, and then I started doing the PSA shortly after. So 2010 or 2011, in that time period. This is, so the bottom left means it's from the factory set. Top right means pack. Bow slightly tilted top to bottom, but great example of the 87 Donruss. I mean, that's a great looking card. Powder blue, the rated rookie. Yao. It's a cool card. Second year gold from MVP. Solid 9.5 there. Josh Allen score. I think this card's worth about $40. So Josh Allen score. Vernon Davis exquisite. That's the base version 225, but I mean, it was a clean card. I decided to send it in. He had a nice career. A 9. I don't really like to send these ultra modern cards in. I just don't think they look that. I just don't like to send them into SGC. I don't buy a lot of them either. But Travis Etienne, that's just a purple one. And a 9 probably made it lose value in that card. Platinum medallion to 50 Bagwell. That's a sweet one. That's a nice card. I think I bought this raw for about $70. So, and here's a junk wax. I sold one of these in a 9.5 for like $25-30. So there's definitely some value on these older cards. This is a great example though. So Frank Thomas, second year Topps flagship. Traded, couple traded Deons. These did okay. Typically these come out of the factory set clean. So a 9.5 and a 9. 93 Topps. Broke a box of this and just pulled a few that I thought were good candidates. So the Nolan Ryan made it. Jim Edmonds. That's a rookie coming attraction. Cards like this, I just can't help myself sometimes with the white border. That's kind of when I'm sending cards into SGC. I'm kind of thinking about what they'll look like with the black around it. I don't know if other people do that, but here's another one like that. Tim Wakefield, who just passed away. That's his 92 Donruss, the rookies. He was a good pitcher. The knuckleball. Barry Bonds, 97 Fleer Zone. Cool insert from 97. 92 Topps. This was from a pack. Larry Bird. I think I was hunting for Shaq rookies, and I pulled Bird. Well, I think Shaq's in Series 2. I don't know. I can't remember every single card that I get and send in. Factory set pull. Derek Thomas. Ryan Sandberg gets a 9. That's the 1983 Donruss. It's got that right there. You see that pink? Some of them have that pink, and that definitely takes it down. Card should never be a 10 with that on it, with that surface problem. So that's probably why I got a 9 instead of a 9.5 or 10. 89 traded Griffey. These typically come fresh and centered. I mean, centered pretty good most of the time, straight from the set. I don't know if Topps quality control was good in the late 80s. Here's a good one. So the Donruss rated rookie. You can always tell the ones that come from the factory set, just because the corners, they almost look like they're pushed in a little bit if they were in the cellophane. So I would guess this one came from a factory set. They're not like dented or anything, but they look different than the ones from packs. Topps traded Nolan Ryan, 1989. Got a 10. This Charles Barkley I thought was a 9.5 or a 10, so I sent it in. Hoops. And then a Bo Jackson traded. So it looks like when he got traded, I don't know if he got traded or he just signed with the White Sox. I can't remember. Pretty sure he got cut from the Royals after he hurt his hip. I'll have to look into that, though. All right, we got a Brady card here. Nice Brady. Private stock to 650 in a solid 9. So that is the retail version. So it'd be fun to open up a pack of that and pull this. Upper Deck graded Vic in an 8.5. Not very good there. Courtney Brown. He was the top pick in the 2000 draft. A lot of upside coming out of Penn State. That's his gold refractor. I really don't know why I sent this in, but it got a 9. Some stuff slips through the cracks and makes it into orders. Topps Chrome Moss, 9.5. Sean Alexander, that's the Topps collection. I'm not really a fan of the collection. I just like flagship. Kind of like I don't like Topps Sapphire or any of that stuff. Topps Sonic. I just like Topps Chrome, just the basic version. Upper Deck Star Rookie. Yeah, that one looks great with the blue and the black. Here's a junk waxer. 86 Donruss Ricky. It's got like a backpack on his shoulder or something there. But that one got a 10. It's probably a $50 card. Cal Ripken Bowman. 89 Bowman Cal. Respectable. Yeah. For all the junk wax, I'm looking for 9.5s or 10s. Aside from like Griffey rookies and stuff, if it's just like a base Hall of Famer, I'm pretty much looking 9.5 or 10 if I'm gonna send it in. Like Darryl Green, I mean this did okay, but Darryl Green 87 Topps. Here's a Bonds Fleer. There's a lot of junk wax in these that we've looked at. 93 Fleer Bonds. Just looked great. Thought it was a 10. Sent it in. Let me grab some water. All right. We got Ozzy. 86 Donruss Ozzy. Piazza Bowman. Got to have a couple of these in every order, whether it be SGC or PSA. Classic catcher's pose. So they got this photo so right, and the Mariano they got so wrong. But the Manny rookie from that set's pretty weak too. Looks like a senior high school photo or something. 9.5 Barry. Flagship Breeze 9.5. Probably a $70 card, that Breeze. Maybe less. Bowman Moss, these are 25 to 30, I would say. Kind of have a number for it. Most cards in my head of what I think it's worth. Like this Boggs, I'd say this is worth about 100 to 125 in a 10. Boggs, of course, does not demand the premium that Gwynn and Sandberg do from 83 Donruss. But nonetheless, it's a great player and a 3,000 hitter and a great beer drinker. So there's a Thomas 9.5. McGuire, it's a little chipping, so that's top right, so that's from Pack. That's Pack pulled. Pack pulls are so tough. Factory sets, way easier. Traded Dion, this is probably a $15, $20 card, so. Here's a LeBron, that one's off-centered right to left. Top to bottom's good, but the right to left's rough. I think I had it marked as an 8, so 8.5 on that one. Barry traded 9.5. And this card is a 10. Frank Thomas's score. I think this card came from the same box as this next card, which got a 9. It's that Bo Jackson one. Kind of an iconic card from 1990 score. Here's a McGuire. The rookie cup, it looked clean. I thought it was a 9.5 or so I sent it in. Walter Payton. That's the record breaker from 88 Topps. So I'm doing good on these junk wax cards. I'd like to see 9.5s and 10s on almost all of them, just to know that my eyes not letting me down. Dan Marino, 1990 Fleer. It's just off top to bottom. So, I mean, whoops, the SGC grading, they're pretty good. Bruce Smith, that's 88 tops. And these are definitely not gimmies, those 88 tops cards. Those are tough. Centering, a lot of issues. Bo Jackson, this is the Jackson all alone card. So you could call this a rookie. Call it a rookie card. Moss Bowman, we saw this one already, but Moss Bowman. So there's going to be plenty of stuff in the store. Tony Gwynn, Donruss Diamond Kings. It's a 9.5. I think we saw a 9 or a 9.5 of this earlier in the order. So there's 3 of these in the order, these Sandbergs. That one's just off right to left, or it's probably a 10. So Sandberg 83 Donruss in a 9.5. LT Upper Deck Vintage in a 10. Culpepper. And that is to 100. That's the gold script. That's a sweet card. Tomlinson in a 9.5. That's flagship. $30 card, I would guess. Maybe slightly more if you're patient. 40. Steven Jackson, this is sweet. This is the golden. It's got like a ram, kind of like a ram logo there to 25. The auto's a little smudged. That's the only thing. But I'm probably just gonna keep this one. It's a sick card, and a player that I think is gonna go to Canton eventually. Gotta have a Ron Dane in the order, right? So here's a Dane. That is the Encore Auto 9.5. Steven Jackson exclusives. That's the SP Game Use. This set dropped in the summer, so they would typically drop this set and Donruss Elite, I think, early. So both college uniform cards. I just think the sets were a lot better back then. You had a lot of variety. Tops, Upper Deck. Fleer was kind of coming to an end by 2004. I think they went bankrupt around that time. Here's 03 Topps Chrome. Donruss made some good cards too. 83 Fleer Gwynn. This is a great copy. I mean, look at the centering from top to bottom and right to left. Check the back centering. The back centering's good too. So this is a great example. It's a card that you could probably pick up for about $100, and it compares nicely to a PSA 10 or an SGC 10. You could save some money. Edgerrin, Locker Room 9. Peppers 10. That's the O2 score, so we saw 2 of these. Torrey Holt 9.5 on the Locker Room. Pudgy, this one's in a plastic wrapper, I don't know why. But I don't think there's much value. I think this card's worth like $30. But Topps rated rookie. Brady's score in an 8. Chipper, Bowman Chrome. 9.5 with good shine. Edgerrin score, tough set with that green. But Edge score in a 9. That's a base rookie. Maddox, this one to 66. And then this read, it's just got so much chipping. I didn't expect much. I think I had it as a 7.5, but it is the Bowman Gold to 50, so I thought it'd be cool to grade. Pedro's rookie. 9.5 there. Here's a Bettis 93 Topps. And Breeze, Bowman's Best. So for the 9.5s, I typically like to price them above PSA 9s. And sold a ton of them for better prices than PSA 9s as well. Draft picks, Maurer 9.5. Peyton Manning Ultra, another 9.5. And Vlad Bowman, card 90 from 1995 in a 10. Continuing on, we will start with football. Sean Alexander, Ionics Green in a 10. That's a 25. Portis, star rookie. Great player. Just fell shy of 10K yards rushing. That's a 10. Here's a big one. Frank Gore Contenders in a 10. This is, I'd guess, $600 or higher. So Gore, who will be in Canton. Peterson, 9.5. That is, it's got two colors, the purple and the yellow. Those always look the best to me. I think we've seen two of these already, but Pepper's Score, 02 base. Dwight Freeney, this is a good one. Topps Chrome Dwight Freeney in a 10. Yeah, so these last stacks probably have the highest grades. Forte. That's the gold from Treasures to 25. And a 10. Here's an Edge 9.5, just a Stadium Club Chrome Refractor. Good shine on that one, though. Jamal Lewis. That's his Topps Chrome base. There's a refractor version, too. I think it's 150, which has great shine. But Jamal, he was a 10K back. Sean Alexander, that's the gold. I thought this was going to get like a 7 at that corner. But that's the exclusives gold. You don't see these pop up much to 25. That was sitting in the grading bin for probably a year. I was like, I don't know. It's rough. Donruss Elite Tomlinson 9.5. Cool card. We got a Legacy Sosa. It's got the blue nameplate, so supposedly that's supposed to be the ones that came directly in the packs and weren't backdoored. So there's a Sosa and a 9 showcase. This gold script's cool. Jeff Bagwell gold script to 100. That's the 99 MVP. Yeah, so I mean, I'll put some pricing data on some of these, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of market data on a lot of the stuff I send into SGC. Some of it's pretty obscure. 500. That's the LT. Here's a cool bow. So bow Topps 89. I'll probably keep this one. Derek Thomas. Traded Derek Thomas in a 10. Ultimate Victory Brady. That's a solid grade. It's got good centering, though. So Ultimate Brady in a 9. Ultimate Victory. Always thought that set was cool. Gold Medallion Vic. That one's out of 100. That one got a 9.5. I don't think there's a Platinum Medallion Vic in this one. There has been in recent, though. 8.5 Breeze, that's the Spa to 800. Good grade there. Not remarkable, but good. This bow's cool. It's the All Alone bow in a 10, so I was pleased to see that. That's from a pack. Here's a cool Legacy chipper. So that one got a 10. 1998 showcase. I think those have the best legacies. But this is the Rose Zero, and I think the Rose Zeros look the best too. Here's a great one. The Gwyn 9.5, Tops 9.5. That's a tough set. Jeez, Tops is so much tougher than Donruss and Fleer from that year, in my opinion. That's the highest grade I've ever gotten on it. Well, I think I did get a 10 on a Gwyn a few years ago, but it was a PSA 9 snap out that I thought looked perfect. Fleer update Puckett in a 9.5, so cool Puckett. Frank Thomas Tops, that one got a 10. Looks like they're playing Baylor there, tagging that guy out. Warwick Dunn rookie, so fantastic career, but I mean he's been long forgotten. But Warwick Dunn, if you watch football in the late 90s to 2000s, he was a good player. He could receive too. Bowman, Trevor Hoffman, this one got a 10, so Hall of Famer there. Christian McCaffrey, score. That one got a 10 as well. Here's an exquisite, Matt Forte's exquisite base to 199. This is a pretty big hit right here. Kurt Warner Encore Authentics rookie auto in a 10. Here's a more of an ultra modern card. I don't love Prism in the SGC. I don't know why. The shine in the black. I don't know. I like the older cards with the SGC. And that's just my preference. So Saquon Barkley in a 9.5. Cards like this look good. Solid grade on a tough set, and also a tough pull. I think I broke a couple boxes of this back in 1999 or early 2000, and it's a big rookie pull, and it's not easy to pull like Edgerrin or Kurt Warner, that's for sure. Oh, this is cool. This is from a pack too. Bosworth in a 10. I don't know what the value is. I would guess it's about $100, but it could be more, it could be less. Sosa, Donruss Best of the AL. So this is that box set, and I think Griffey's at the top, so the corners are always like dented. But Sosa's more in the middle. Canseco. This is a pop one, I think. Canseco Diamond Kings. That's a cool card. Second year. I don't know. These older cards are just fun. Jerry Rice Record Breaker from 88 Tops. Record Breaker in a 10. And then this was from a box of Pinnacle. Falk Rookie. 94 Pinnacle. Probably not the best image. It's kind of weird now that I look at it, the way his face is like in the middle of the stadium. I don't know, I think Pinnacle could have done a better job. Refractor Patrick Willis. That's 07 BC. That one got a 10. Upper Deck Vintage. We'll just do these two. These are pretty easy to determine if you want to send them in or not. The flaws are so obvious. But Upper Deck Vintage, Breeze and Vic in 10s. Bowman's Best, Andrew. He's probably going to go in the Hall. Would it be this month or next month? His stuff should skyrocket for a short period. Mystique Brady. That's just the base to 2000. There's a gold one that's not numbered. I would prefer the one that's numbered, personally. Charles Woodson Spa in a 9.5. That's the Future Watch. Pretty coveted rookie. Culpepper's Future Watch in a 10. Reggie Wayne, that's finest. There's another Freeney. That one got a 9.5, so did a great job on the Dwight Freeney Topps Chromes. And they're They are refractors, but they're also base cards, so I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, they're shiny. You can't say they're not a refractor. All right, Prince Fielder. X-Fractor rookie in a 9.5 to 225. Vince Wilfork, he looks like a freaking refrigerator. But yeah, I mean, he was a big player. That's his star rookie in a 10. Cards like that are fun to grade. Star Ruby LT. Pretty clean version, just a little white, but it's centered up great. So Star Ruby. I'm surprised these don't sell for more. I mean, it's a rookie. It's cool looking. It's to 125. I don't know. The hobby doesn't make sense to me a lot of the time. Upper Deck Vintage Breeze. That one got a 10 as well. Little sliver on that corner, so you could argue it to a 9.5. Carlos Beltran. That one got a 10. That's just an Upper Deck Ionics on-card auto. This is cool. Fleer Update Piazza. That one got a 10. $300 card, I guess. This is neat. Starburst Moss got a 10. So, cool insert from Thunder 98. Here's a Conseco Rave to 150. So there's Raves, and I think there's Super Raves too. The Supers are to 25, I'm guessing. But here's Conseco with Toronto. Here's a gold script Larry Walker. So, these older inserts that are numbered from the 90s, I think they have a lot of value because they didn't have, 50 different parallels. I think they had a silver signature which wasn't numbered, and then the gold scripts and maybe some minor insert sets. But I think these older cards just have more appeal to me because they're not so, I like parallels, but when they're just forcing more and more in, then it definitely loses the appeal to me. Star Rookie Limited Gold, that's the Rivers. I thought that one was going to be an 8. Those corners don't look great. So a 9 on that one. Jamal, that's the Spectrum in a 9. So Spectrum, tough pull, or tough card to 25. Jamal Lewis there. Here's another Starburst 9.5. And then a card you guys probably haven't seen very often. I mean, I hadn't seen this. The first time I saw it was when I took this card down in an auction. I think it was PSA 9. I thought it looked pretty good, so I snapped it. Donruss Preview Griffey 9.5. Here's a Todd Helton gold script, so I got on a little gold script kick. But there's a 9.5 on that one. Exclusives, LeBron. Drew Brees red, the red score. I was talking about these earlier. They're tough. I don't send many in because most of the time they're 7s and 8s. Pros and Prospects, Vic to 1,000. Portis, 9.5 on Portis. Great shine too. Ed Reed, that is the flagship Reed in the 9.5. Here's a cool Edger in 9.5 Spa. Jeremy Shockey, that's the Spa Gold to 25 from 02. Peppers. One's off top to bottom, barely. The right to left's 50-50. So yeah, if that was pushed down a little, you'd have a 10, I think. But nonetheless, a nice 9.5. And Vic SPX Blue in a 9. Breeze Future Watch, that one got a 9 to 800. John Smoltz Gold Script. So there's going to be some fun stuff in the store if you guys want to check back here. Mid-January on, I would say. Jamal Charles. 08 Spa. Peyton Manning. That's the Stadium Club in a 9.5. This is a good one. Steven Jackson. Man, this is a good grade for this set. And it's got the 3-color swatch, so I'll probably keep this one and sell one of my 8.5s or 9s. But Future Watch, it doesn't say it on it, but I always call these Future Watches. Sabathia in a 10. That's just the base. And I always say it, but I'll work to get more hockey and basketball into the orders. It's just, I don't know, I just gravitate towards baseball and football. Gold Moss 9. That one had some chipping on the back corners. Champ Bailey's rookie. That's a refractor, 9.5. Kurt Warner. So we saw 2 of these rookies and stars, both 9.5s. Both cards I thought were in the 9+ range. So Larry Walker Leaf. I don't know what the value is. I would say $50, but still, it's nice to get a 10 on this card. I mean, look at the centering on that pup. It's centered up and ready. Gold signature A-Rod from 95. That's Choice SE. I got a 10, and I bet this is a low pop. Who's sending in base Orlando Pace scores? That would be me. But cool card. Pace rookie. That's the Aspirations LT to 95. Solid grade there. Paramount Brady, 9.5. Lower tier set, not really highly coveted. Upper Deck Vintage Breeze in a 10. Graded Portis to 250. Getting these stacks ready for the end. The grand finale. I kind of saved some of the cool cards for the finale. Yeah, let's get to these ones. Score. Peyton Manning score. Topps traded Griffey. Box set pull right there. Cool George Brett. That's the Choice Gold. Those Choice Golds from 94 are great looking. Emmett, score supplemental. 9.5. Joe Mauer in a 10. Topps pristine. Just the base one, I think. Fred Taylor autographics from 98. Great looking card there with the college uniform and the on-card auto. They just did cards well in the late 90s. I mean, geez. Pinnacle White Hot. Tough insert. So, solid grade for this one for sure. These White Hots are tough pulls. There is the Red Hots, which are much more common. But the White Hots, were something special back in the day, and I guess they still are now. Rookie score, so I talk about the score 99s a lot. This one, great example. Torrey Holt, that's finest in a 10. The refractor. He should get a call to Canton soon. Pinnacle Jeter in a 9.5. Peyton Bowman. Here's a cool Piazza Platinum Medallion 98. So that one's out of 98. Catching for the Mets there. That was the year he played for 3 teams in a span of like 7 days. Dodgers, Marlins, Mets. Here's a big hit right here. Sandberg, Donruss in a 10, and that one is, yeah, definitely centered up, top, bottom, right, left. So probably bought it for $10, and it's a 10. Moss, Topps Chrome. So this is the, we'll call it the grand finale stack. There's like 10 or 15 cards. Topps Chrome Moss in a 10. You guys have seen that before. Rookies and Stars, Brady in a 9.5. That's a great one. Out of 1,000. I mean, that copy is great. I think I sold a 10 of this back in the day. This one might look better. That's a LeBron MVP gold to 100. That's a good one. But of course this market is down. Breeze Contenders. Print is 500 on the Breeze Contenders. Technically 490 because 10 were used for the Hawaii Trade Conference or something like that. So if we're getting technical with it. Peterson. Gold hollow foil to 25. It's got the ball, the purple, the white. I just call it Spectrum though. So Peterson, Tom Brady. That's the Ionics Futuristics. So this was a BGS 9.5 plus, so had strong subs. I don't know, it looks really good, so I snapped it. Vic Spa. We got an 8 with a nice patch. This is one of the best hits in the order, I would say. Steve Young, Topps rookie in a 9. There's a huge premium for the Young and the Rice in 9 form. So the coloring on this is so vibrant, and it's got great centering, so it makes sense as a 9. Calvin Johnson Exquisite 8.5. With a nice patch there. I don't think we saw a base Future Watch, but this is going to have to do. I don't want the viewers to get pissed off because there's no Moss Future Watch, but this is going to count. Die cut to 500 in a 10. Vanguard. Brady to 762 in a 9. And this is cool. This was inserted in the video game pack, I think, for the 94 issue. So Griffey's Baseball, 9.5. And last card of the order. So this is a big one. Platinum Medallion Manning, Series 2 to 66 in a 9.5. So really good example. The front's pretty much flawless. So that's going to round out this order. You know, I thought the grades were great, to be honest with you. Check the store, though, for a lot of these, and pick them up for your own PCs. Thanks.